Happy Sunday, Evelyn.
Hey, Erica.
And this is a Sacred Soul Sunday series.
Yes, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, we are back. Back in the building.
Didn't expect to see us on Sunday, right?
Right. We're not going to keep y'all long, okay? Because we know it's Sunday. And down here in the South, y'all, tomorrow's the first day of school. The kids go back to school. I think in the North, they don't go back to school till September. I want to say
ours starts next week in
Florida.
Florida.
Start next week. Ours start tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Live from Atlanta, GA, y'all. And I am Erica.
And I'm Evelyn.
And this is Sacred Soul Sundays. This is our Sunday series, and it's a part of the Sacred Bloom Call Her Goddess podcast. And we're here on Sunday. Yes, you guys, we're here live in vibrant. Can't even say vibrant.
Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm. That's because I'm tired.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you had a nice event you went to yesterday.
Yes, it was a wonderful event yesterday. I attended. It was hosted and presented by Fly Hip and Ageless. I am one of the official brand ambassadors of Fly Hip and Ageless. I've been with Kimberly in the Fly Ageless group for some years now, since it started. So yeah, and it was an event at Cerise D Jewelry. It was called Gemstones and Brushstrokes. And there was a wonderful artist, Leroy Campbell. He displayed his artwork. It was just Black excellence all in the building.
Yeah.
Motivational speaker Paula Fontana was there. If you don't follow her on Instagram,
Go follow her.
The TikTok. And I believe she's on Facebook also. She was there with her fabulous, incredible style in the building. And a lot of people that was there had on neck pieces that was curated by Cerise D, which is Black female owned, a mother and daughter duo. Mm-hmm. They are jewelry designers and they've been in the Atlanta area for some time now. So you guys might want to go look them up. Cerise, that's CERESE, capital D, jewelry. And they're located in Smyrna, Georgia. And then you might want to check out the artwork of Leroy Campbell. He is on IG, and I believe he is on Facebook. Don't quote me on that, but you can look for him. Leroy Campbell, beautiful, curated Black artwork. Who else I want to give a shout out to? Of course, my Fly and Ageless crew. And Black Gen X crew. Who else do I want to shout out to? Oh, Patricia Russell McLeod. She's an icon. She was there. Yeah. She did a speech.
Yeah.
Betty Hines of Women Empowering Women. She was also there. There were so many pioneers, Black female pioneers in the building. Iconic event yesterday. I don't know why I want to say Strongs. Gemstones and Brushstrokes was the theme yesterday for yesterday's event that I went to. And I am not a spring chicken anymore, Evelyn. So I was
Me either.
Super excited. And my crazy self had some mushroom coffee at 8 p.m. at night, and then I couldn't go to sleep. So I was dragging today. Even though I go to bed late, a lot of times I'm up at 3, not going to bed at 3. I'm usually up at 3 to do my meditation and things like that. So yeah, that was our Soul Sister shout out on this Sacred Soul Sunday.
That sounds
And
awesome. Sounds like
it
a
was
beautiful.
awesome. I
Yeah.
can't wait till you come. I can't wait till you come to Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I'll be there soon.
Also, I watched a video on another person's podcast, not a podcast, but I guess it is a podcast, where they had this event in New York and Queen Afua was there, and it was
Oh, I love her.
Black Magic 363. If you get a chance to go to his channel on YouTube, they had house music, they had drum beatings. Dr. B Serious was there. I think he had an event there, and they had now you see how big my singing bowl is, right?
Yeah.
They have one bigger than this where you can stand it. That's my next one, to get one that you stand in. They were doing singing bowl baths at this event.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that sounds amazing now.
You know, that's on our list.
Yeah, that sounds, yeah.
People were standing, the bowl was about this big, and you stand it. It was on a stand, and you standing, and they were
on the inside of it, hitting it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I can imagine the vibration.
We should do that. I've been to a Black Magic 363 event about 2 years ago. It was, I'm doing a plugless shame, a shameless plug. That's how sleepy I am. I'm getting my words mixed up.
I know what you meant, though.
You know what I meant? Because I've been supporting that YouTube channel for maybe about 5 years now. And he had an event in Atlanta, and it was awesome. People came from California, Canada. It was at this studio warehouse somewhere in Atlanta, and they had food vendors, they had clothing vendors. It was really nice. They performed. Who else was there? Professor Griff was there on stage. Dr. B Serious performed his drum ceremony. Everybody got up and danced. It was just a wonderful, wonderful Black experience.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Now,
we need more like that. You know what? I went to a drum circle here. I'm in Florida a while ago, and that was just, man, that moment. It was. I definitely want to go again. It's been a while. Yeah.
I'd rather do that than go to a club.
Me too.
Yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah, being connected with people that are connected to their ancestral roots, you know, just like-minded individuals. It's a beautiful thing, you know.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. We need more of that, more of the Black collective. To me, that's Black excellence.
It is.
I don't know if that makes sense, but when you can tap into your roots and tap into your authentic self, be yourself, go back to the beginning of where we come from and where we're going. Because at the end, your call to duty is assignment, alignment, ascension to ancestor.
Yes.
I told someone a couple of weeks ago, I was like, well, my father helping me more now than he did. Not that he didn't, but I can tap into the spirit.
Yes.
And one day I'll tell my story. We all have a story to tell. So about our journeys and where we were in the beginning, in the middle, along the journey, and it's not ended yet. We're still progressing. And
we are.
and learning and being on this spiritual journey has been the best years of my adult life.
Yeah.
I knew I was different when I was a little girl, but I didn't understand because I didn't have no one to explain what spirituality was. You know, I was always told all Black people are Christians. You're a Christian. That's what you either Baptist, Episcopal, or Tabernacle, or you know, something.
Yeah, it was still a little more taboo back then. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it was still considered, yeah.
And
I
I
mean,
didn't
it
feel
is
myself.
still it's a little more widely accepted now, but people still are confused. I don't understand why. Because all you gotta do is crack open the book and open your mind. But you know, people just choose to be ignorant, I guess.
Open your mind.
Yeah.
Elevate.
Seek knowledge for yourself. Seek and you should find. You just,
Exactly.
you know, and not be sheep and puppets. But you know,
You
but
said sheeps and puppets.
yeah, it's true. I mean,
I always tell people, I said, so before slavery,
excuse me for a second. I'll be right back. I'm listening.
okay, before slavery, where do you think Black people came from, or what we did, or how we got to be who we are, our greatness, our divinity? It had to be something in place before man told you to become a Christian.
Well, we had a whole. I mean, our story didn't start with slavery. I don't understand why people are stuck on that. Our story didn't start with that. So all of these Hollywood movies, they just, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. No, seriously, you just have a different actor. Like, why do people think that's where our origin story is? That's not what our origin story is. So,
and sometimes to try to talk to, this is what I don't understand, and we're gonna get into the real meat and gritty of the episode, but
I know.
we just warming up. What I don't understand, why is it that Christians can tell you who you are and judge you and tell you what you need to do, and I'm like, make it make sense. Make it make sense, because I remember being a little girl and being in Sunday school, and I was confused because that wasn't the download that I was getting as a little girl. Literally, I was getting downloads way out there somewhere that wasn't coinciding with what was being told to me. And so I used to get put out of Sunday school because I used to question, well, prove it. Prove it to me. Where did you get that information from? Now I'm a little girl and I'm questioning the quote unquote word because I'm saying that you said the same thing last Sunday, but you just phrased it different. I'm very capable of comprehending, but you're not even making any sense at all. And my thing was, what's up with the collection plate? It's gone around 3 times already.
Yeah, I mean,
why are people poor? My question was, why are people still poor? Explain that. That to me, that's not God-like or God essence. But we can get on that subject and stay there for a minute.
yeah, we'll be here till 3 a.m.
We're gonna come off of that because I'm probably ruffling some feathers right now.
I'll get some the angry face emoji on this.
Because people will argue with you and tell you what you should believe in,
and that's,
that's a form of hatred to me.
Hey, we all are entitled to our own opinions. And if people want to argue about that, wait till they read my book that I'm dropping coming up. They're really gonna be mad.
Shameless plug, shameless plug.
And that's about racism. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah.
And now that we've said that, I'm Erica. I'm AKA the Style Goddess, the Style Alchemist. I am a personal stylist, image consultant, and a Reiki practitioner, and a spiritual advisor and healer. I've written about 6 ebooks now. My work has been on a indie movie as a wardrobe stylist. What else can I say about myself? Oh, I've done numerous events in the event design space. I'm a creative. I was born creative. I have multiple talents. I play 2 instruments. I can sew. What they call it, a seamstress, a designer. I'm that. I'm a lot of things. I've been an event designer for 20 years. I've been a designer that sews, not a designer that tell other people to sew. I create my own patterns. And most of the jewelry that I wear, I have designed myself in some of my clothing. And that's it about me for right now. There's other things to come, and take it away, Evelyn.
And on and on and on, like Erica Badu.
Oh, I got a joke about that. Somebody called me a fake Erica Badu. I was like, well, my name is Erica. I was born like, why is it uncommon for people to really be spiritually aligned? Why is that so hard to believe? Why is that so hard to believe? I was that way before I even knew who she was, and I love her. Like that's
I love her. Yeah.
Thank you for the compliment. you know, I love her.
I would love
because
to meet
she's
her.
authentic. She speaks her truth, and she don't care.
Period. Don't care.
Period.
Yeah.
It seems like if you're not a celebrity, no one believes your truth. You're not valued unless you have celebrity status. Like how dare you be your authentic self? Because you need to blend in with everyone else. You're not valued unless you're copying someone else. But I feel most comfortable being myself. And if I make you uncomfortable, then you're not my target audience. I'm going to speak my truth.
Yeah.
Take it away, Evelyn.
And I am Evelyn Wiggins. I am a Navy veteran. I am a interior designer. I'm the creator of Soul Space by Enam. I am a 2026 Harvard Radcliffe Fellowship applicant. I've written and published actually 3 books. 2 are nonfiction based on ancestral interior design, and 1 is a fiction book that's based on African gods and goddesses. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here. I'm always growing, always learning. And I try to implement into our sessions the importance of, rooting your home in ancestral design and making your home a sacred sanctuary. So, which is important because you don't want to let anybody into your home. You don't want to bring any kind of energy into your home. And that's important. You want to treat your home like your kingdom. So that's what my books are about. And I am also the creator of the Design Liberation Manifesto. So that's going to be in my upcoming book. And I can't wait to share that with you in the world. So with that being said, let's get started.
Thank you and welcome everyone to Sacred Soul Sundays. Welcome home, goddesses. Welcome home, beloved. This is a sacred space for weekly reflection, divine remembrance, and soul activation. Today we begin episode one of our special series. What is a soul assignment? Sacred in your sacred creative soul. We'll be diving into the difference between soul contracts and soul assignments, decoding the whispers of divine discomfort, which you ever notice our casual conversations always go in line what we have outlined for the show, and it's not planned because we just talked about being uncomfortable, being uncomfortable, and being comfortable being your authentic self and reclaiming our creative energy as sacred. We all have gifts and talents, and they're sacred. That was divine planning. That's divine coding. Creativity is a divine code, goddess, God code, DNA code, creativity. Whether you're in a season of transition or a soul on fire for purpose, this episode is a mirror, a map, and a mantra. Each one of our episodes, if you guys have gone back, this will be actually our fifth episode, but this is episode one of this Sunday Sacred Soul Sunday series. So we have 4 other previous episodes. And thank you, audience, for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channels. Follow us on Facebook. And if you want to be a part of the private Facebook group, please holler at us. We there, honey. Erica Campbell, Evelyn Wiggins. You can go to her page, you can go to my page, and then we'll send you an invite. Get out there and get with the program, okay? Okay, we're going to be doing soul gems and highlights, affirmations of the week. That's something that we do every episode. We give you affirmations that you can use on your daily journey, your daily spiritual sacred journey. We give you journaling prompts because this is kind of interactive podcast where you come to the table with your candles, your singing bowls, your glass of wine, your coffee, your tea, your spring water, your alkaline water, whatever you choose to quench your thirst with. Mm-hmm. You come here with your journals and your pen, your grimoires, because we're in the season of healing our community so that our community can come back to its roots, come back to your divinity, come back to your God and your goddess energy that you were designed to be. We give you a sacred practice, a quote to remember, and then we have a call to action that you can participate for free. Last week, we did a 5-day challenge because we were discussing healing the Black community amongst Black women, returning to your goddess energy, healing the sisterhood. So our affirmation of the week today, I am a vessel of divine creation. My soul births beauty, purpose, and possibility with every breath I take. So I ask you to repeat these affirmations. Put one hand over your heart, the other hand over your womb. You can close your eyes. Take a deep breath in slowly. Through your nose, hold. and release through your mouth. One more deep breath in. Release, exhale. Last deep breath in. I am a vessel of divine creation. My soul births beauty, purpose, and possibility with every breath I take. Everything I create flows from alignment, not obligation. I create with ease, not effort. You don't find your soul assignment, you remember it. Got chills over here, huh? Spirit is working some stuff out. Somebody watching. I can feel somebody watching you. You're welcome. Somebody, I'm picking up that somebody is stuck between wanting to be their authentic self and share their creativity with the world, but they are afraid of being seen. They don't want to step out because they feel like they're going to step on somebody else's toes. It's enough universe for all of us. I really feel that in my spirit right now that somebody watching is like wanting to do something, but they are afraid to show their authentic self because they're afraid they're going to be judged. Who cares? You might be the thing that somebody else needs. You might be the thing or the person to help someone else with their breakthrough, with their becoming. We have a part 2 of Overcome to Become on Thursday at 8 p.m. Shameless plug. So tune in this Thursday at 8 p.m. for Overcome to Become, the goddess. Overcome to do the thing, to be what you always dreamed of. Now is the time. 2025 is the year of beginnings, completion, a calling, walking through your journey. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can start at any time. Live your best self in your best life. And that reminds me, I follow this lady. She is like 69. She doesn't look 69. I follow her, and she started a podcast at 69 years old and started writing. She became an author at 69. So what was that song about Mary J. Blige? And I'm probably going to mess this up. Love without a limit. Love with no limit or something like that. Age has no limit. Creativity has no limit.
Yeah, I always say the only person making yourself feel small is you. You know, you're putting yourself in that own bubble. So never be afraid to step out on faith. We're all here for a reason.
We all have
who cares what people think? Let them think
about what somebody thought about me. That sounds like depression.
Yeah.
That sounds like anxiety. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
So whoever is feeling doubt, release it. You can come here and release it. What is a soul assignment? Soul contract versus soul assignment. A soul contract is what you agreed to before birth, the lessons, people, and experiences meant to shape you. A soul assignment is what you're called to do with that wisdom once you've lived it. Once you've been living your soul contract, now you get your soul assignment. This is what you do with that wisdom once you've lived it. Your soul assignment is born from your journey, not in spite of. It's the medicine that comes from your own healing. That's why I always advocate healing, healing. And why would you, even in relationships, why would you want to be with someone you're healed and then the person is not? And I'm gonna take it back to Christianity and going to church. I remember seeing women in church that were coming to church by themselves, but the husband or the mate didn't come to church. How's that working out? And then when you go home, you're dealing with a whole nother type of energy. You know what I'm saying?
You're not equally yoked. Yeah.
We're not equally yoked at all. Recognizing divine nudges and sacred discomfort. Soul assignments often arrive as a nudge, a knowing, a discomfort that won't leave you alone.
Yep.
Evelyn, I know you probably felt that before.
Oh, I did. And that's how I knew to start my business, how to leave my, my marriage, how to leave my old job. I know you do too, how to start. But yeah, you just know. I remember when I was in the military and I asked one of my seniors, I said, how do you know when it's time to leave the military, how to, when to retire? He said, you just wake up one day and you just know. And that's what I did. I woke up one day and I was like, I just knew. You just know. You get that nudge and you just have that inner knowing. You just know it's time to walk away. It's time to start this thing. It's time to start eating healthy. It's time to start working out. It's time to whatever your thing may be.
Whatever your thing.
That nudge. Yeah, you get that nudge and you can choose to ignore it. And if you choose to ignore it, then you face the consequences. And then you can't, go back.
Be mad at nobody.
Yeah, you can't be mad. And yeah.
You cannot do the blame game and blame everyone that nothing's working out for you. But did you even do the thing that it's like when that nudge comes, are you doing the thing that you desired, the thing that you want to do? You want to be an artist. Be an artist.
Yeah, you can't be bitter because somebody else is living in their truth and you never went out and, follow your desire to be an artist, but now you're mad because Ashley became an artist and you didn't.
Exactly.
You resorted to working whatever menial job that was just easy.
And now you coming to work angry.
Yeah, because you couldn't step out on faith. Like, who cares what people think? Yeah.
Depressed.
How many times my family told me to I need to get a job. I know you got your own business, but you need to get a job. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I'm like, this is my job. It's my business. And now years into my job, they're like, oh, okay. They see that it's serious and it's really producing some fruit. And they're like, oh, okay, I get it now. Now they're trying to figure out how to get on board,
The couch you sit on, the chair you sit in, it was somebody that created that had a nudge. Create a chair.
Yeah.
Create a computer. Create a platform so people can be their authentic self.
Yeah.
Everything starts with creation.
With the idea.
The nudge. When you get that roller coaster feeling in your stomach to do something or to leave somebody or leave a job, that feeling in your womb, that's called creation. It's called creation. You cannot do something without an idea. You cannot move forward without the idea of creating the idea to do it. Nothing to do it but to do it. You know what I'm saying? So
that old song, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Don't give me a boombox. They can still make boomboxes.
pop locking. So you got to do the thing to get the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people make so many efforts towards other things. You make a whole lot of effort to be in a relationship. You make a whole lot of effort to get up, put clothes on, put your makeup on, maybe even buy some lingerie. That's for him.
But you want to go take that class. Ciao.
People don't even know. I have so many certifications right now. I get up at 3 a.m. to meditate, give gratitude and honor to my ancestors. Between 3 and 5. That's why I'm off, because I went to sleep at 3 instead of waking up at 3 today.
Your schedule flipped.
I do all the things that nudged me, that I ignored for years. Because believe it or not, we get nudges from our ancestors too. Whether you a Christian or not, baby, that gut feeling that you get in your womb, that is the ancestor telling you, stop the foolishness. You know what you're doing is wrong. And big mama and grandmama didn't raise you that way. Stop the crap.
Yeah.
You might be driving in a car and you hear a song pop on. Every time I know that my dad, if I've spoken out loud to him, I hear the same songs pop on the radio. I know his presence is nearby, close, sitting with me. We are all spiritual beings. Don't let nobody tell you you need to wait on some blonde hair, blue-eyed person for you to get your soul aligned.
Yeah, you may see a feather or some kind of animal or something, you know, just you're gonna get that sign.
You're gonna get a sign. Sometimes it ain't a good. I remember getting a nudge and getting a sign, and I didn't move when I was told to move, and I got moved. You understand me? I was told to leave something alone or be done with it. And I was like, well, I'm going to do this first, and then no, that's not how that works. Because I already set it up for you to move. Move silently, move in grace, and move with peace. Because I'm going to do the rest.
You put your destiny on call waiting?
Man. What remember when the old phones used to people on hold? Remember the party line back in the day?
Yeah, no, but I've heard about it.
Well, I forgot. I'm a real Gen X over here. I'm a real Gen X.
I remember when TVs went off though.
Oh well, yeah, that was around the same time.
And the national anthem came on, showing the flag waving.
Isn't that weird? And now television doesn't go off at all.
At all, period.
And now they have all these different apps you have to download just to watch television.
Yeah.
So you may feel anxious and misaligned when ignoring it. And that's the point that we're making. We're making light of it, but it's true. You're going to feel very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I remember getting, when I first started doing, event design, and they was like, well, just pick up the phone and call someone and go to them and say, I'm so-and-so, introduce yourself or whatever. Sometimes it only took me to just an email, a phone call. Because guess what? The person they are going to not seek you out, but they're going to investigate. They're going to do their own research about you. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I worked on plenty events and gifting suites they didn't know me from Adam's house cat, but they somehow got my information and they researched me, and I produced. I used to do 3 events over a weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, turn around and do it again, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and have a full job. When I got the nudge, I got up and got out and I did the thing. Sometimes I would just do it just to get my name out there.
Yeah.
I don't advise doing that for a long period of time because you will go through a burnout. And then you're not going to want to do the thing anymore. You're going to get burnt out.
And
So
be
don't do that.
burnt out and broke.
What? Burnt out, no money, but then you calling me to do another event. You telling me about all these people that's going to be there. I don't care. I've been doing this work. It's that kind of work so long. Now people's thing is, oh, you got a IG page, you got a this, you got a that. Baby, I have a resume and I can call people. Do you want, I'm old school, referrals.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it doesn't make no sense to keep putting all that stuff. You know, it's like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's piling up. Yeah.
That's piling up on your social media platforms. Because I'm a one-stop shop, but I do multiple things in alignment of my spiritual journey. So if it don't make sense, I don't do it. And I don't care who's going to be there, and I don't care how much money you offer me. If my spirit doesn't feel the need to do it, I'm not going to do it. Because I don't chase money, and I don't have to.
Yeah.
I don't chase dreams. Dreams chase you.
Yeah, you attract it. Yeah, exactly. If you have to chase it, it's not for you.
It's not for you. Sometimes
that goes for anything.
Anything.
I learned that the hard. Trust me.
A man, a car, a house, a dog. Try chasing a dog. See if you catch it.
Unless it's a 3-legged dog, then I don't know.
Remember, I told you that story about our 3-legged dog. And my mom tried to see, black folks didn't take their dogs to the vet back in the day. Your mama poured some apple cider vinegar, made some kind of salve or balm, pomade, or some olive oil, and a little bit of voodoo. And my mama took a stick and she made a stent for our dog. It was, but you give him some rice, you boil some rice, and give him some.
Your dog had a peg leg?
I'm lying to you. Freddie.
Poor Rover.
All dogs go to heaven. Freddie. Chasing
termites got on it.
You guys don't know how many times I defeated death. That dog saved my life. He almost died and I didn't. I was chasing him on a rooftop. If you ever grew up in the inner city like Detroit, New York, and you have apartments, and then when you go out your back door, you're literally on a rooftop, right? It was a patio, then a rooftop. The dog runs out the back. I'm chasing him. Freddie.
No other dogs like sticks, so did another dog try to...
I'm serious. I got knocked out by electrical wire. Now, when you're a kid and you're looking up high and you see electrical wires, you're thinking that they're thin, but they're not. They're very thick and strong. So I'm running on the roof trying to catch our dog. I run into the electrical socket, the electrical cord that's probably, I don't know, the earth probably shook when I ran into it and it knocked me out. But before I got knocked out, I see Freddie running. And all I saw was Here's the roof, and here's Freddie. Droop, he went straight down. And that's exactly what it is. Now I'm knocked out on the roof, right? I'm talking about knocked out cold. I wake up, it's getting dark outside. He's still down there.
Oh my goodness. Was he
My
okay?
mom comes outside. Everybody like, where's Erica? She was outside chasing Freddie.
Was Freddie okay?
Come nudge me to get me up because I was knocked out by electrical cord. I could have got electrocuted.
Were you okay? Well, obviously you were okay, but was Freddie okay?
My mom went down there. I said, Freddie is down there. He fell off the roof. My mom went down there. He was in the alley at this point, behind the building. She done went down there. I'm telling you, she poured some peroxide on him. Probably, I don't know, something that she made, and some witch hazel. He back there.
Some Jack Daniels.
He back there having a fit. My mom said, well, it's broke. You know? It was like this. It was like, my mom said, well, it's broke. You know how they take them to the hospital? My mom said, black people don't take dogs to the hospital. So it wasn't no vet back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so she patched him up. He was walking around there on 3 legs. She got a stick and got some bandages, and she wrapped it up. But hey, he lived a long time. He lived a long
time. Good for Freddie.
Sometimes things fall apart to redirect you to your assignment. That's the bottom line. Things will fall apart. And I think, Evelyn, that's the thing that people are afraid of.
Yeah.
The falling apart.
They're afraid of those times where they have to go through the hard times.
But guess what?
No.
Even labor pains, baby.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. You know how many times I've had to step 10 steps back to get ahead 20.
You get back up when you fall down. Period in a dot.
Because it's always worth it.
It's always worth it.
People don't want to be uncomfortable, and you have to go through that to get to success.
When I said to myself I was going to take my spiritual journey serious, I said, okay, I want my assignment and I want my alignment. And I remember being in meditation for at least 5 days, like for hours, 5 days straight, not just 24 hours, but like I would go into meditation maybe 4 hours a day for 5 days straight and fast, because I wanted to be able to hear clearly what my assignment was. And that was very uncomfortable, because when I first started meditating, my mind would drift off in other places and I wasn't able to focus well. And I began to be an expert at it, to the point that's where I wanted to be in meditation, because I didn't have to deal with any drama, any BS or anything like that. So it started becoming easier and easier. And I remember, when you are an avid meditator like me, I had started wanting to be in a meditation so much, I would be driving in the car and I would drift off at the light. But then I would come to myself, come back to myself. And I'm so good at it, but it was so uncomfortable to shut off the chatter and the noise and the outside people. It was uncomfortable to be by myself. So it's going to get uncomfortable. Those are the labor pains of aligning with your assignment. Are you in alignment or just performing? Signs you're living in a soul alignment. You feel expanded even when things are uncertain. Synchronicities appear more frequently. Your work feels sacred, not just strategic. You feel emotionally clear, not drained. Signs you're out of alignment: burnout, frustration, constant comparison, feeling like you're performing instead of embodying, a lingering sense that you were made for more. Here's a journaling prompt for soul alignment. If you guys have your journals, if not, you can come back and watch this video. Ask yourself, where in my life am I creating from pressure instead of passion? Think about those two words: pressure versus passion. Pressure is when you're doing something you don't want to do. Now you're aggravated, you're irritated. You know what I'm saying? You feel pressure. I'm pressured to get up and go to work. This ain't really what I want to do. I'm a designer. I'm a this. I'm a that. You're feeling pressure to do the things that you don't want to do versus your passion. What does divinely aligned creativity feel like in my body? Ask yourself that question. Write that question down. If I removed fear, judgment, and comparison, what would I allow my soul to create today? That's a deeper reflection. If I removed fear, judgment, and comparison. So that means instead of you sitting around to 3:30 in the morning watching somebody else's social media page, comparing how they did it, what kind of camera they got, just start. Just do it. What would I allow my soul to create today? When you stop watching other people, your creativity blossoms. Period. Period in the dot. What message or medicine is my soul longing to express through my creativity? That's a good one. Write that down. What message or medicine is my soul longing to express through my creativity? I remember feeling that feeling of longing. Like I wanted to so bad. That was all I could think about. Like I was just like being nudged, but then I didn't do it. But your creativities and your gifts and your talents will always come back to you. No matter how you try to fight it, no matter how you try to deny it, they will return back to you. They will, because it's embedded in your DNA. Spiritual alignment versus hustle culture. Ego-driven success versus soul-driven impact. Hustle culture glorifies doing. So alignment honors being. See, you don't have to hustle. When you are in alignment with your creativity and your soul's purpose, your soul alignment honors just you being, just your existence. When you are in alignment, I'll repeat that in a different way. When you are in alignment, your soul honors you just for being. Things gravitate to you just for being your authentic self, your authentic audience, your authentic person, your authentic soulmate, the authentic job, the authentic placement. You will be in places that you would never thought that you would be just by an invitation, baby. Because you don't know who's going to be there. But if you don't get up and get dressed and go, how do you know that? How do you know what connections you're going to make if you don't show up? See, you're not showing up to perform. You're showing up for you. You're showing up for your soul. You're showing up for your soul to connect with other souls that's in your divine alignment on your journey to wherever it is you're trying to be. Just saying. The ego asks, how can I win? The soul asks, how can I serve through my essence? And you know what, Evelyn, that was one of the things I wrote down in my journal. How can I be my authentic self and still serve others through my essence? That's real.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. That's the reason why people are so attracted to Erykah Badu. She served us through her essence, through her creativity, through her artistry. She don't have to make another LP or whatever they call it now forever, because Carl Tyrone will always be in my life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All those songs from the 80s and the 90s. You know, the 80s and 90s, Black people were getting spiritually aligned through music, through dance and music, through creativity.
Yeah.
That's what
Neo soul.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Your soul alignment.
Mm-hmm.
How can I serve through my essence? Living in alignment without burning out. You don't need to prove your worth. Rest in a form of spiritual obedience. When you get the nudge and you do what you were called to do, that is spiritual obedience. I remember going to church and someone telling me, "You're not obedient." And I said, "Obedient to who? You or God?" Because I can hear from God too. You don't even know my journey. You don't even know my story. You don't even know that when I was 4 years old, I was in a coma for 4 months. I saw all of this before I knew. So I'm just saying. Rest in the form of spiritual obedience. Align success is psychological, not constant. The soft life as sacred discipline, choosing peace isn't lazy, it's power.
Mm-hmm.
Slowness allows divine timing to unfold. You don't need to force what is rightfully yours. You don't have to force it. People always tell me, "Oh, you don't want to go nowhere. You don't want to do nothing. Oh, you just lazy. Oh, you a procrastinator." No, I'm at peace. And I don't have to do, I do the things that my spirit is called to do. I don't just jump up and go hanging out because somebody asked me to. If it's not spiritually aligned for me, it don't make sense for me, because I know I'm not going to have a good time. That's where I'm at on my journey. But I've been doing this for a long time. So you don't need to force what is already rightfully yours. You have a birthright to be spiritually aligned. Healing the urgency wound, the need to make it happen fast, that's rooted in trauma, scarcity, and survival.
Mm-hmm.
Your soul's timeline is not society's timeline. The more healed you become, the slower and more intentional you move. Didn't I just say that?
That's right. Yeah.
I'm intentional about my moves that I make. I'm intentional about the clothes that I wear.
Yeah, same here.
She told me this. She said, "Girl, that was 4 hours ago." I said, "Honey, I changed my whole wardrobe. I literally went to my altar and was like, today's color is orange. What am I wearing?" Like, I'm intentional about everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
No cap. As my grandson say, no cap. I'm intentional. Everything I do is intentional. Sometimes I don't even talk on the phone. It's intentional. I'm somewhere, honey, manifesting something. I'm somewhere like really in a zone. And I tell my friends, don't take it personal. My phone wasn't in front of me because my spirit is in a healing process or on a journey. I don't know. Like, creative energy is sacred energy. Your womb is the seed of creation. Whether you birth children, businesses, books, or ideas, all creation begins in the womb space. Didn't I said that earlier? Your
Yeah.
creativity is not extra. It is the divine speaking through you. Your creativity, a painter, a writer, a songstress. Like when you hear a song, it makes you feel some type of way. That's creativity. That's spiritual. Creativity as devotion, writing, painting, styling, speaking. It becomes a sacred ritual done from the soul.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a natural hair stylist before that was a thing. I used to travel to California, Detroit to do my clients' hair. And I had clients of all ethnicities. I'm saying that right. Um, so people would fly me out to do their hair, to do braids. I was doing braids to the tailbone back in the 90s, in the early 2000s, and part of the 80s. I learned how to braid hair by my aunt, my mother's sister. Um, I was braiding hair and sewing at 5 years old. My aunt taught me how to braid and she taught me how to sew. So I have always been a creative, spiritual being. That's just who I am. And the joy and the pleasure I got out of authentically being myself. You can't even you can't even make it up. It just flows. I was doing hair all over the place, To create is to worship without fear of being seen. I said that earlier. To create is to worship without fear of being seen. Because if you're creative, people are going to see you. They're going to see your gifts and your talents that you were blessed with. Share with the world. Don't you know it's hard for an entertainer to get up on the stage in front of millions of people? But that is their worship. People worship them. Am I right? People worship them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2 weeks ago, they shut Atlanta down. I think the boots on the ground thing was happening, and celebrities were in town. I mean, people went to worship her creativity. So why wouldn't somebody worship yours? Why don't you worship your own creativity? Let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
Without the fear of being seen. Manifestation as a form of art. Manifestation is less about control and more about co-creation. You are not creating alone. You're dancing with divine energy, sensuality, and feminine flow. Sensuality is the channel that keeps your creativity flowing open. When you feel safe to express, you begin to embody your assignments with joy and not judgment. When you begin to embody your assignments, you will enjoy your life without judgment. You will have the attitude, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me and my soul's journey.
You'll be at peace. You wouldn't
Humble
care.
peace. Your womb is the seat of creation. Your womb is more than a physical organ. It's a multidimensional portal. It holds memory, energy, intuition, and creativity. It is where spirit becomes matter, where visions are nurtured before they are born. That's where you get your ideas from before they're manifested, before they're born. You get that feeling, that feeling that like a roller coaster. It just nudges you through the night. You can't even sleep. You can't eat.
Yeah.
It's like a horrible breakup.
You
You know
gotta
what I'm saying? It's like a horrible breakup. To truly create from the soul, we must bring our chakra systems, especially the lower chakras, into alignment with the seat of divine creativity, the womb. The seat of divine creativity is your womb.
Well,
Period and a dot. Evelyn, do you have anything that you want to add?
No, not at the time. I mean, we can get into the chakras.
Okay. Well, okay, let's get into the chakras. The chakras that embody your creativity, the root chakra. I am safe to create. You can put your hand on your womb. I am safe to create. The color is red. The location is the base of the spine. The creative role, the root is your foundation. It anchors your body, finances, boundaries, and belonging. Without root alignment, creativity feels unsafe or scattered. You don't want to be seen. You're afraid of being seen. Would somebody see me? That's the goal, to see you. Yeah. To make your dreams a reality. If nobody sees you, you can't make your dream a reality.
You can't hide and still get paid.
You can't even write a book. Somebody got to buy it. They got to read it.
It's how it work, right?
It's called work. In alignment, you feel grounded and present. You trust that there's time, space, and safety to create. You are not rushing or forcing the process. I rush for nothing anymore. I used to be all over the place, scattered, just making a mess. Mm. An alignment practice is dance barefoot on the earth. Baby, if you want to get grounded, you go to the beach, to some sand. Concrete is grounding. Asphalt is not. Concrete is grounding. Asphalt is not. You can also get you a grounding mat. I have one. They have grounding sheets. I suggest the cotton. They have the cotton and the linen ones. They're a little bit more expensive than the polyester ones to get grounded because you have to have a conduit if you do it in your house. But if you want to do it outside, or some copper jewelry can ground you, but copper works better if you go out on the concrete barefoot, or if you walk in the grass or in the dirt with copper on, you would get grounding. There's also a documentary on grounding on YouTube, and it's called Earthing. I advise a lot of people so that you would understand what I'm saying to get grounded with the earth. Dance barefoot on the earth. Speak the mantra, I am supported. My creations are sacred and safe. The sacral chakra. I feel, I flow. And the color is orange. Orange. This is the center. Oh, it is below the navel in the womb space. Mm-hmm. This is the center of your womb, wisdom, feminine energy, sensuality, and creative expression. When open, creativity flows like water, fluid, free, magnetic. If you're in alignment, if your sacral chakra is in alignment, you will feel emotionally expressive. As a kid, my chakras must have been, usually your chakras when you're born and as a baby, unless you was born into a traumatic birthing, all kids' chakras are wide open. That's why they have so much energy, and they drawn on your wall, on your refrigerator, because they're expressing their creativity. Mm-hmm. When my grandson was young, we made sure we bought crayons that were erasable because we allowed him to express his creativity. So I have notebooks of him drawing. I had drawings all over the refrigerator. And I asked him last year, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he said he wanted to be an artist. And I said, I support that. Because you'll meet an artist. Mm-hmm. So I got the dance, and you see, I'm in the flow of things. You honor pleasure as part of your creative process. You embrace your sensual self without shame. Alignment practice, hip circles, sacred baths, mirror touch rituals. Hey.
Yes.
There goes my shirt up over my head. Oh my. Ooh, I'm turning red. What could this be? Now don't call me on the words. Hey, get him. Hey.
She gonna come get you.
What I did last night. Hey. All right. Alignment practice, hip circles, sacred baths, mirror touch rituals. Speak the mantra. I flow with divine inspiration. I am a sacred creator. Think about it. A dancer, whether it's an exotic dancer or not, that takes courage to get on the stage and dance in front of a bunch of people. That takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're working their hips. That's magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's alluring. It's sensual. That's why men are attracted to it. It's a ritual, just in case y'all didn't know. I know y'all didn't know that. Everything practically you do is a ritual.
Don't lie, huh?
Everything is a ritual. Getting up, washing your behind is a ritual. Okay.
Oh, y'all do it.
Being so fresh and so clean is a ritual. Okay. Your solar plexus. I create with confidence. And the color is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
That's the upper abdomen, stomach area before we get to your heart chakra, the role. This is your power center. It governs action, courage, and belief in your creative gifts. This is the fire that turns your vision into reality. Baby, get that fire and the desire going. Because if you don't, you're just a dreamer.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna manifest. Nothing. In alignment, you take aligned action without overthinking. You feel confident in sharing your gifts. You release perfectionism and comparison. I remember someone said to me, so I was watching, they were telling me they was watching someone else do something that they wanted to do. I said, girl, I don't waste time watching other people. I just do. I do what I'm called to do. I can't sit around and watch other people and try to compare myself to them because I will never get anything done. Because there's 1,001,000 quadruple unlimited ways to do something, to get to one thing, to get one outcome. You don't have to copy anyone else to get things done. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alignment practice, breath of fire, core strengthening, and sun gazing. I do breath of fire, core strengthening, and a little bit of sun gazing. Now I'm gonna tell you about the sun in Georgia. It will blind you. And as you can see, I'm almost there.
Yeah,
So I'm almost there. Yeah. But letting a little sun in, you can stare at the sun not for a long period of time because the sun is already powerful enough. But I stare at the moon too. So that's powerful too. Speak the mantra, I trust my creative power. I am enough to begin. Begin the thing. Do it. Do it, 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 do it. You remember that song? That was the jam, early 2000s. You remember that song? It was by this all-female sister girl group. Do it, do it, do it, do it. I'm probably singing it wrong.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Do it, do it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Y'all, this is my authentic self for real, for real, for real. That reminds me, my great niece keep calling me. Are you coming to visit me? Because I'm that auntie that I get the kids and we get up and we dance. We over here doing this. Everybody get an instrument. We healing. Everybody in my family heals if I got something to do with it.
No, that's right.
The heart chakra. I create from love, and the color is green. It's the center of your chest. The creative role. Your heart chakra fuels soul-aligned creations. It brings compassion, purpose, and healing into everything you express. Compassion. The heart chakra is also connected to the color pink also. In alignment, you feel joy and gratitude while creating. You give from overflow, not obligation. Your work feels like love in motion. You in love with the thing that you do. So it don't matter. You know how when you like that little boy in first and fourth grade, and then your parents tell you ain't old enough to be in a relationship. You leave a little boy alone. Or you tell the son, oh, fast tail girls. All the mamas say, look, fast tail little girl, fast tail. That feeling you had when you were little and you thought you was in love, you didn't care. You was writing check yes or no, whether you were told to or not. That's how you got to be with yourself, with your creativity.
Always gave her a Valentine card. Gave him a Valentine Day card.
Mm-hmm. Look, I used to get candy from this guy every Friday. He said he was in love with me. I was like, I don't know what love is. Or your very first love.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care what your mama and your parents told you, baby. You was gonna find a way to talk on the phone, to see him, to be with him. That's how you have to be about you. The love that you give everybody else, give that to your artistry, give that to your creativity from the bottom of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Alignment practice, gratitude journaling, breath work into the heart. Speak the mantra. My creativity is love embodied. When these chakras are aligned, your womb becomes a portal. Your womb becomes the sacred studio of the soul, not just a place of reproduction, but a resurrection. From the root chakra, from the root to the heart. That's what I meant to say. Your energy flows like a river. Do you know that's one of the mantras that I say every morning at my altar? Greatness and creativity. Money flows to me like a river, easily, effortlessly, continuously, sustainably. Mm-hmm. Nothing can stand in my way because I believe in myself more than others believe in me. I say that every day. Period. You can't tell Erica White Campbell who she is. Baby, no way, no how. Ain't gonna happen. Sorry. I've been there. I got that broken t-shirt. It's shredded. It looked like a piranha just ripped right through it. I got the broken, Erica. Trust me, you don't want her. You don't want her to resurface. Grounded in truth, flowing with feeling, emboldened with power, lit by love. This is where soul creations are born, in alignment with your divine feminine essence. Some of these we already went over, so we don't have to go over that again. So, a womb alignment ritual, creative chakra activation. This is something that I can email you guys. I don't really want to share that on live because it may be personal, but I can share the affirmations. I am grounded. I feel, I create, I love. My womb is a sacred channel. My soul creates freely. This is a journal and move intuitively. And you allow the words, your art, the dance, the sound to emerge. So doing this, you will need a candle, music, essential oils like rose and jasmine and sandalwood, a mirror or yoni steam, a quiet space. And I have step-by-step instructions for that. If anyone is interested, you can email or DM Evelyn or I, and we will send that out to you in a PDF form. But you have to contact us. You're not going to get it just because. And some soul alignment journal prompts. You can use these after a ritual, after a yoni steam, or during any creative blockages to realign your energy. What part of me feels afraid to express or create freely? What has my womb been holding that I'm finally ready to release? When did I feel most alive and aligned in my creativity? What does creating my soul look like, feel, and sound? If my soul could speak in color, movement, or words, what would it say right now? Might as well say orange with shades of purple and red and orange. Like I'm just a rainbow. I'm just a colorful rainbow. Here are some affirmations that I would like to share with you all. I am safe to express my truth through divine creation. My womb is a portal of power, purpose, and pleasure. I create from sacred overflow, not performance. My soul speaks through the beauty I birth. Divine timing allows my path, my power, and my purpose. There is no rush, only rhythm. My creative energy is holy, magnetic, and sovereign. I release the need to prove. I choose to embody. I remember who I am, and I create from that knowing. Everything I create is a blessing to myself and to the world that I share, my gifts and my talents and my creativity. In closing, your soul is creative, your life is your canvas. You are not here to follow a formula. You are not here. You are here to remember. You are here to create, and you are here to become. Thank you very much for joining us on this Sacred Soul Sunday. And we invite you to share this video and tag The Style Alchemist and Sacred Bloom Podcast and Soul Space by Enam. Or you can tag me, Erica Y. Campbell, or tag Evelyn Wiggins. If you're interested in getting the whole soul alignment download, we can email that to you. And we have a call to action to align your soul, create your power. Creativity is not a hobby, it's a holy assignment. And this week, I invite you to stop waiting for permission, for the perfect timing or validation. Your womb holds wisdom. The heart holds vision. Your soul is ready. You can activate your alignment and creativity by contacting us to get the womb and heart ritual, the journal, soul prompts, with no filter, just truth. You can contact us if you would like a deeper soul ritual or a session, a creative soul activation session with Evelyn or myself. You can contact us at our email, sacredbloompodcast at sacredbloompodcast.com. Evelyn, do you have anything that you want to share before we end this episode?
No, I just hope you guys have a wonderful week. And for those starting school, the kids starting school tomorrow, I pray that your kids are covered and safe. They have a safe back to school this year. And we will see you on Thursday.
And you all have a great night and a great week ahead. And we'll see you on Thursday. Good night.